All right, you're now listening to the Embodiment Underground Radio. This is your host, Maureen Guest, and we are in the building. We are at X360 FM, and we're putting it down, you guys, because we have an amazing artist that's going to be hanging out with us in the building, and we have a call-in that's going to be giving us the 411 on their careers as well. So I'm super excited. Hasani, how are you?
I'm good. What's up? What's up,
I'm looking forward to learning everything about you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I got your bio, so I got a little info on you, but I know you have a whole lot to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you're going to hang out with us the entire 1 hour,
Yes,
and we're fam. We're fam. Once you're here with us, you're in. You can't get out of Hasani.
Yes,
You can't get out. But look, you guys, we got to get on with this interview. We have Hasani Vibez. I'm going to pronounce that Z on the end.
Yes, ma'am.
In the building. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. What's up, y'all? You are now catching some Hasani vibes here. Yeah.
Uh-oh. You got vocals. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes. Now, you know we did a lot of talking. I think I mentioned that on the first segment when we first came onto the show. And you're you know, I want to say you're young, you're a teenager, but you're about to go out there into the real world real soon, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Let the listeners know your school, your grade, and a little bit about yourself. And you're an artist, and what I like about it, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this because you just started singing your singing career less than a year ago.
In October. In October.
We got to discuss that.
Yes, ma'am.
Let the listeners know what school you're attending, your grade level, and I got to pick you on that one. Yes.
What's up, y'all? It's Hasani. Hasani Vibez. I go to Arabia Mountain High School. Shout out to Arabia, man. I'm 18 years old. Just started in October. Shout out to everybody that supported me. That's the Vibe Tribe. Shout out to the Vibe Tribe. Everybody that's rocking with me. Real supporters. We believe in everything we can do. There's no limits to us.
I love it. Now, Hasani Vibez. Now, Hasani is your birth name, correct?
Yes,
okay. Now, vibes. Let's talk a little bit about that. And you know what? I know you got some good vibes.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Positive.
You got a little bit of your music we're gonna share with the listeners. What made you come up with that little, saying?
Hasani Vibez. It's crazy because the man that helped me create that name, we met in a garage after I was cutting his grass. After I cut his grass.
Okay.
And his name is Rue. Shout out to Rue. I was cutting grass and I saw him. He looked like Drake a lot. So I went out there. I was like, oh snap! I thought that was. I was gonna. So we went out there and he talked to me. I sung for him. He really loved my singing. I didn't put out my singing like that before.
Okay.
So I talked to him. He was like, hey, what's your Instagram name and all that? We're gonna connect. First, my first Instagram name was R&R Giovanni, something like that.
Okay.
And he was like, get something that when you type in, people will remember. People will, just something like that. I didn't have no underscores and nothing like that. So it's crazy. So I just kept thinking the whole night. I tried to get Hasani, just Hasani. I tried to go as a name, just Hasani. But it was so many Hasani. It's not a lot of Hasanis, but Hasanis out there because it's Swahili origin.
Right.
So Hasani Vibez, I just put Hasani Vibez on there because you're not catching some Hasani Vibez.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Hasani is catchy. Because often people change their birth names because they want something catchy. So you already had that catchy name.
Exactly.
And I guess that's Mom. She's a contributing factor to that, right, Mom? Yeah. So sometimes I have to go back and say, okay, what is that? Underscore, dot, 1, 2, happy face. I don't know. So I like that. Now, let's talk a little bit about this newfound love. Now, and I may be wrong. You may have always loved music and just kind of stepped out and say, hey, I know I can do this. So it's been less than a year, Hasani.
Less than a year.
Well, okay, what brought this about?
So you were right. It's always been a love for music. Playing football, I always sung in the locker room. Always. I just never noticed how much of a passion it was for me.
Oh, wow.
And I grew up around the church. My family. I always grew up around the church. I always listened to gospel. I listen to every type of music. I love music.
Love it.
I never tuned out any type of music. I always kept my varieties of music, country, all of that.
Okay.
So it really happened due to a injury, tearing my ACL and my LCL playing football, and it's crazy. It's kind of hard to talk about, but when I talk about it, it's two sides because there's so much that hold into it.
Right.
And I wrote this song, for my girl at the time for a year, like 2 years ago, before I actually put it out. I heard the beat. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna write something. That was just a found way of expression, way, that's how I was feeling. She, real love. So wrote that song, and I neglected it because I was in this boy band group called Dream. Shout out to Dream.
Now, how long were you in the band?
I was in the band for a year.
A year.
Basically, we still kind of connected. We just haven't went out and put ourselves out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still together as a group?
Yes, ma'am. We still always. So and then we came in second place in a talent show. We yes, man. We went down because we were listening to everybody laughing at us when we first. Nobody knew us in the school as singers. Everybody knew us. We all played sports.
That is kind of weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we came out. We was like, hey, we doing a talent show, and everybody knew us. And, they was laughing at us, but we actually really could sing. But it's like we knew what we had, but they didn't know what we had.
They didn't know it. Yeah, they just saw you guys as a football guys.
Exactly. Football, basketball, like all of that.
Wow.
So that was crazy. So after that, I kind of went down. I just started focusing on sports really more. Okay. And I just really neglected it. But God got a reason and everything. That's the reason he slowed me down. He told me, okay, you gotta focus,
That's right.
And I always, had dreams. I had a dream when I was 5 about this happening, stuff like this happening.
Wow.
But I never really knew the avenue of how I was gonna get there, what I was gonna get to. So when that happened, I was just like, okay, God, what you got coming? Mm-hmm. And that sent me to a place I never want to go back to. Okay. Depression is the worst.
It is.
I never, it's real too.
Yeah,
and,
it is, yeah.
The whole school saw me on crutches. I had a decision to make between riding around in a wheelchair or on the crutches, and I chose the crutches so I could get me stronger up here.
There you go.
But, I chose the crutches to let them know, I'm going to be all right.
You will.
You ain't giving up.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
You got too much fight in you. Yeah.
Too much fight in me. So, I was going through so many emotions through that time. I never want to go back to that time because that sent me to I almost called it quits. I almost killed myself.
No, we can't do that. And you know what? And let me tell you, and I think it's from listening to your story, it's fair to say that adversity strengthened you.
Yes, ma'am.
It took you down a different road that you were never anticipating.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, are you able to play football again? Did they say you can return back to sports?
Yes, ma'am. I'm still doing physical therapy.
Okay.
Shout out to my physical therapist and everybody that's helping me. Everybody is helping me. So I'm still doing that. But during that time of just laying in the bed, I couldn't not go anywhere because literally I tore my LCL and my ACL and everything was. He said my ligaments shot up like it was so weird. It's the weirdest injury, kind of like Carson Wentz. So I had to lay in the bed.
So you were idle for a while.
Idle. So I had the notepad with me.
Okay.
And that's the thing I went to. And spoken word and poetry was my first love. So I just took that in the lyrics. I always put a message behind everything, and I started using my voice. So the first song I recorded, I just recorded the song, and I wanted to drop it for my girl at the time for her birthday, 10/14, and I dropped it earlier than that because somebody got the leak of it. The whole school. So,
oh, wow.
Hasani, you got the singing on it. You got the singing on it. Hasani, you can really sing and stuff like
that. Vocals. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So they heard it, and homecoming, I was like, with or without, regardless, I'm going to go up there and perform. Exactly. So I posted it. I posted it on my story and on my Instagram, and I sent it to everybody. Everybody just went crazy after that.
Amazing.
And homecoming, I came up there literally on one crutch, and I had my brace on. And I hopped up there. And I said, DJ, I talked to the DJ, real respectful. So I knew all the administration and teachers. So I let them know. I was like, hey, I got this song. What's up with
Okay.
So I talked to them, performed. Everybody started singing it. And it just went crazy.
You just showed up and showed out.
Yes, ma'am.
On a crutch.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. That's determination.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
So you see what another day can bring.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So your inspiration was there, and just the fact that they left you the first time because they really didn't know.
Exactly, they didn't know.
So now you believe in yourself, and from this day forward, always know and remember that feeling, and always stand true to it and stand up.
Yes, sir.
And always, when you be ready to blow your song, I don't care if it's one person out there, blow it like it's 100 million.
That's exactly.
There you
what
go.
And I'm not even afraid. I go after that. I swear to you. I went in Stonecrest. I told my mama I went in Stonecrest. I just start singing for people. Hey, this is my song. I got it out on all platforms, Apple Music, Hasani Vibez. I got it on all platforms, and I just started singing for people. Just
Love
literally
it.
went out. Hey, you go. Cause my voice
Check
is
it
different
out.
too. So I was just like, y'all, this is something that.
Yeah, and you're gonna change a little bit more too as you
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
gonna change a little bit more, so it only gets better.
So
Well, that is really amazing. Real quickly, because we're gonna go into a really quick music break. I know we got a lot of questions for Hasani. He has a story to tell. You have a
Oh, yeah.
testimony, Hasani.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah.
All glory to
So
God.
yeah, real quickly before we go into music break, we're gonna play a message for a queen coming up.
Yeah.
How can they find you on social media?
You can find me on social media everywhere at Hasani Vibez, the one and only Hasani Vibez, Hasani Vibez, Hasani Vibez, everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all platforms. Hasani Vibez.
Love it. Okay, we're coming up. We're going to play a message for a queen, and this is by Hasani Vibez. You guys stay locked in, and you're now listening to the Embodiment Underground Radio, and we have taken control.